Still had the shirts. So I guess that's all you needed was the shirts and the banjo. They were playing in a bar, so people were yelling out Scotch and soda a lot, but maybe they just got confused. This is about Dylan too. I've sung this song more often in New Bedford with Pearlie Baker, my brothers in arms, than any other song probably any other person has ever sung in the city of New Bedford. So I came up with my own little twist on it. Early one morning, the sun was shining, I was lying in bed, wondering if she changed it all and if her hair was still red. Of course, she said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. I was standing by the side of the road, there was rain falling on my shoes, heading out for the East Coast, but knows I paid dues getting through, all tangled up in blue. Was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. Drove that car as far as I could and abandoned it out west. Split up on one dark sad night with the feeling it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. I heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, all tangled up in blue. Well, I had this job on the Florida coast. I was working in a big hotel. I never did like it all that much, and one day it all went to hell. So I hitchhiked up to New Orleans, where I was lucky not to be destroyed. Nearly went crazy in Baton Rouge and nearly drowned in Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I've seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew all tangled up in blue. Working in a topless place when I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face and the spotlight so clear. Later on when the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in the back of my chair saying to me, "Don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath as she studied the lines in my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the lace on the shoe. Oh, we were tangled up in blue. Well, she lit a burner on the stove and she offered me a pipe. Thought she'd never say hello, she said, "You look like the silent type." Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me. They were written by an Italian poet from the 13th century. But every one of those words rang true, they glowed like burning coals. They were pouring off of every page, it was written in my soul, from me to you, all tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street, in the basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. Till she started dealing with slaves, you know, with something inside of her died. She had to sell everything she owned, and I froze up inside. When finally the bond fell out, I became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew. All tangled started. I don't know what they're doing with their lives.